So I'm here to do the style video for Frenchie. I want to run you through some quick things about the fit of it. Some of you might already own a botanist one if you've got your post by now. It is a slightly different fit to that because it has got the rows of fringe sewn onto it. Our base cloth is our beautiful lyocell linen blend. It has incredible drape, especially with the added heaviness of the fringe. The dress itself doesn't feel heavy to wear. That was something we were really passionate about. We wanted it to be something cool enough for Sydney summer, which can be insanely hot. So the base is natural fibre, the fringe itself is rayon, and it feels beautiful. It's silky, it's got drape, it's really shimmy, which is really fun as well if you're gonna wear it to a party or something. It's very Christmas party. I think it's probably what we're all gonna wear to the Christmas party this year, let's face it. It's got a panelled skirt like a Ripley, so that's a late addition to the design. We were originally going to do a bit of a shift dress, and then, you know, giving it some revised thought, we were like, let's give it a bit more shimmy and fullness because that just tends to work on more shapes, which is really important to us. Obviously, we designed for a lot of different body sizes and shapes here, so we needed it to be something that would be universally loved. We added, of course, a little bit of a sleeve as well, which gives you a bit of sun protection if you're wearing it, you know, to an outdoor event, but also, you know, everyone just seems to be kind of comfortable in something with a little bit of a sleeve. So this is a bit of a cap sleeve with an overlap of the fringe, which is pretty fun. So Tony's finished these dresses beautifully. They've got this V of fringe, which kind of accentuates the neckline, but it also kind of gives a little like swirl on the shoulder, which means the fringe just sits really beautifully. And it's got a loose waist. This was also something we were very conscious of, knowing this would probably be worn to Christmas parties or on Christmas Day. We needed room to eat. So this has definitely got a waistline that will give you room for that. So I'll grab my belt and I'll show you what it looks like when you belt it as well, because it's quite fun. You can either kind of belt over the fringe on the waistline and bring it in a little bit like that so you can actually kind of see your belt on there, or you can kind of untuck the fringe and it does give it like kind of a fun little like shelf of fringe around your waist, which means you can still see your belt, but it's a little bit less kind of obvious that way, and it's just a really kind of fun detail. There's definitely enough room to kind of gather it if you wanted a bit fuller at the front, or if you wanted a bit fuller at the back, you can kind of just like shift your belt around and let it sit where it wants to. So it's a really good shape in terms of being able to belt it but still remaining like a full skirt that isn't too kind of like puffy or gathered. Of course, she's got side pockets. I should also mention I'm wearing an extra small. So I generally always wear a small or an extra small in our shapes. I would say generally in something non-stretch, I would go a small generally. So I think this is probably a slightly bigger fit than our normal shape. So I would look at the bust measurement for best determining what size you are. The waist shouldn't be a problem at anyone. There's like plenty of room, and you can belt it in if you want the waist to be a bit smaller. Chris is also an extra small, so I would say it's pretty standard sizing to on the side of small, slightly larger. So I would definitely kind of look at those bust measurements, make sure you're getting the right one for you because there is no stretch in this fabric. Having said that though, it's not restrictive. We made sure there was plenty of room across the back of the shoulders. Like I'm in the extra small and I definitely feel like I could, you know, do stuff in this and not feel restricted. So keep in mind, like our armhole is nice and wide still. It's got room across the shoulders. So I would probably just go for your bust measurement and everything else should kind of just work. We really hope you love this. It's been a really long time in the making. We actually started talking about this Christmas last year. So it's really been a labor of love. It's a long process. You know, we sourced the fringe ourselves. We made the new pattern for this. We really wanted it to be exactly what our vision is. And I must say, when the dress sample arrived, Chris and I were like, job done. It was exactly what we wanted. So we really hope that, you know, you decide to adopt a piece that you can possibly pass on to someone. We want these to be a little bit of an heirloom for your family if you want it to be. And we hope you get lots of wear out of it. It's such a fun dress and it just screams party. And I think we all need a little bit of fun at the end of this year. So enjoy.